deal.
Paul, you're approaching me. I cannot draw you without getting closer. Ho ho! Then come as close as you'd like.
Alright, let's do this. This is my drawing process of the Stardust Crusaders from Jojo's Bizarre Adventure, Part 3, Egypt Arc. I've been meaning to do this for a long time. I watched this show way back, like probably a year ago. You know, I just watched it for the meme of the two guys walking towards each other, and I wanted to know what was going on that led up to that confident strut. And I finally know. And it's pretty good, and I won't spoil it so much, but there's gonna be a few spoilers here and there. You just gotta deal with them, man. Alright, so, you know, instead of showing you how I do the line art, I'm gonna show you some of my old sketches, and I hope you enjoy. Alright, here are my sketches. Look at this shit. So I got a bunch of sketches right here. It's got their faces. I tend to always draw them a couple of times, because the first time I usually don't get it right, except for this one. Yeah, so yeah, you can see my first attempt at Joseph, not so great. Yeah, so this is more closer to what I ended up going for, and I decided to keep it really simple because that's just how I do, baby. And then here's some face studies. I experimented with how I wanted this face to be. Here's Jotaro. Yeah, this was an earlier one. Wasn't so great, but I like how I drew his nose. While I'm drawing all this, I'm trying to find a mix between the show style and Araki style and my own personal style, so I like giving him these trapezoid eyes. Yeah, there's this pose. And some more face studies.
Kakyoin, back of that!
And I ended up not using his eyes like this because he kind of has droopy, Clone High JFK eyes. But I like this pose a lot. Yeah, this is how his eyes are supposed to look, and I tried to draw his noodle in a different way. And then you got like Polnareff. So I ended up giving him like those semicircle eyes, which I am known for by me. Now Avdol's eyes are kind of like hexagonal. This is Polnareff's pose, and I really like it. He looks like a fucking candlestick, who's also French. And I did take photo reference of myself. And yeah, here's some more. I tried doing some expressions. He doesn't look too good when he's not angry. He looks kind of weird, so let's never have him not be angry. Let's talk about the characters. I got some characters for you. Avdol. The first time I saw him was because I was still on part 2, and I just thought, like, you know, the past 2 theme songs are really, really bopping. I brushed my teeth to this shit, so I wanted to preview what's up next. So anyway, the first time I saw him was like, oh shit, they got a nigga look like me. Oh, hell yeah. And this goofy ass nigga almost blew up a plane. First few episodes he was in. That shit crazy. I didn't really care about him so much until he dies. And then he comes back. And then, you know, I think when he came back, he became a lot more fun as a character. He started doing the thing. He started being a goofball more. I like him. Funny black man. And he's Muslim, so he sets shit on fire. That's great. That's wonderful. Let's go to Iggy. Little Iggy. As much as I love this part and this show, I don't think I could watch it again anytime soon because, well, if you know, you know. That was painful, man. But you know, while he was on the show, he was really cute. It's really weird how he looked so different at the beginning. And I also have like my own little headcanon explanation why this is so. I think it's because each JoJo part is like seen from the perspective of the main JoJo. So like Jonathan, he sees everyone as like the ideal man, so they're all buff as hell. And then Joseph, you know, he just wants to be like fucking hot. He's a himbo. Everyone looks like sculpted gods. And then Jotaro, he's probably a kid who watches Fist of the North Star. And he probably played with action figures as a kid. Look at everyone's arms. They look like toys. You know, everyone's blocky, everyone's sharp, angled, and I really love this style the most. But swinging it back to Iggy, I think he's ugly at first because Jotaro didn't like him so much. And then as he gets to know him, he starts being cuter. And Iggy reminds me a whole lot of my kitty cat. He's a lovable asshole. Joseph, oh man. You know, when I first started watching the show, I was kind of sad because, oh man, this guy's old now. He's not gonna be anything like the Joseph I liked in the previous part. It's like a whole new character. Why even bother? But you know, you see glimpses. You know, he's still a scoundrel. He's still a cheeky little dude, and he doesn't even have to flirt, but he attracts the ladies. And the dude looks great for 69. He's as old as Trump, but he looks fucking jacked. If I could look like this at 69, hell yeah, man. And his stand was kind of lame compared to everyone else's. But when you see him in the final episode, he's swinging around like Spider-Man. That shit is cool, man. I had to pause it and look it up on YouTube and look at the comments because there's gotta be other people who thought it was cool. Shit. Let's talk about Jotaro. I gotta be honest, I didn't really like him at the beginning. I thought he was kind of an asshole for no reason. What fucking uncle molested him as a child? And a lot of girls liked him on the show, and I thought that was like, this is some Mary Sue shit. But eventually you watch the show, he starts to loosen up, he starts to not be such a fucking PMSy dude. And you know, he gets his ass beaten a lot. He's got a great voice. I love it when he's serious.
Yoru yoru.
Sounds like that. And then when he's angry, he sounds retarded. He's got that retard strength. I love it. He's got a great voice. All the JoJos have weird voices. I like it though. Like Jonathan, he sounds like a little child. And then you have Joseph. And then you have Jotaro, who's just like, Kakyoin! I got a friend who looks just like him. So when I saw this guy, I was like, hey. It's hard to remember he's also 17 because he looks like a fucking tank. And he's the smallest one. He's the baby of the group. He's the runt of the litter. He's got a weird demeanor about him. And towards the end of the season, you find out why. It's because he's been alone for most of his life. You know, and it's kind of sad. And then you got that song that came out about him. Yesterday. Shit almost made me tear up, man. I'm a grown-ass man. Goddamn. Yeah, and everyone's gonna remember him for being little cherry man.
Little.
Polnareff. Is a little Frenchman. I don't know what the fuck he was thinking when he made his hair, but I like it. He kind of looks like a Dragon Ball character. And I love his dynamic with Iggy. These guys were the best of bros. And I really like him the best because, you know, he's had a pretty rough life. And despite it all, he's still very optimistic. And he's still, like, always trying to make the others laugh. I really appreciate that. And I think that's something I'd like to aspire to be. I like to make people laugh. I like to make people happy. So does Polnareff. Dio. Well, what can I say? This guy reminds me of Douglas Renham from the IT Crowd. Just by his smugness, you know? He's such a fucking dick. I would hate him in real life, but as a TV show character, I love him. He's like Cartman from South Park. And he's got like the weirdest fashion choices. And I love that he gets even more flamboyant after he sucks Joseph. After he gets Joseph's blood. I love his voice, you know, when he screams. I really like the part in the last few episodes when he's just reflecting.
Back in my day, we had horse-drawn carriages.
And it was kind of nice to see all three parts together, which is why I'm kind of reluctant to watch the fourth part. Because the first three parts really seem like a whole saga, you know? It's like this is a story of Dio and the JoJos. First it was Jonathan, that story ended, but wait, there's more! He takes a nap for the middle part, and you see the guys who gave him his power, and then he comes back. And he comes back like a motherfucker. Maybe, you know, he knew that eventually he'd die because of Jonathan's spawn. That's why every chance he got, he was trying to cockblock Jonathan. Don't get with Erina, because eventually your descendant is gonna fuck me up. Somehow he knew. As George Lucas would say, you know, it's like poetry. It rhymes. Yeah, so, I am done. How about that? Thanks for watching, everyone. Okay, bye.